Gosh. Mm. What's up, man? We're doing good, sir. Just trying to get the last few things set up here. Mm. I think we're good to go. Yeah, let me do this. Got a looks like a few bounce spots down there. Hmm, What's that? 25. Trying to see where we could go if we continue selling off here. I'm hoping this turns into another consolidation candle here, and the next candle will be another, uh, like this will be another bullish move here. We just got to wait a couple minutes for the candle to print. What's up, Ponzi? Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a 100-point pullback today during the Asia session here. I don't know if it'll be one of those crazy big sell-offs, but maybe a little bit. Uh, I feel like safe target's probably 762. I'm not sure what kind of bounce we'll get out of 762 to 750. Now this is just my runner. We've already sold off a few contracts, so we're already up a 250. So I hope it don't come back and break me even on the runner, because I mean, dude, this is like a, what is this? Almost up $100. What's that? 40, 30. It's at 30, so $70. Mm. And I may even do an add-in. What's that, Wes? Oh, nice, nice on the two contract short. Dude, I'm anticipating a big move to the downside, man. I don't feel like there's anything below us to hold us up from moving. I think it's just going to be very grindy because of the wicks. Let's see. Let me get my one up here right here. See where we could go. 40. We already kind of had 190 EMA, 21 pullback. Yeah, we're got the runner left here. We did have a level here at 28. So if we can't break the 28, we'll take this off. Yeah, I got short around the 40 area, especially whenever we printed this bearish candle. See how you had the big bearish red candle to the downside, then you had that little small wick to the right of it in the middle. This is a candle that I like to short on whenever I see this. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can grab 5 more points off this candle here. Then if it blasts my level, this is probably my line in the sand up here around 57. I don't know if it'll close this or not. Not sure. Yeah, it should hit 4. It should tag us in, I think. I think 40 may get tagged in. Either I'll put the 5 contracts down, I mean the 5 points down, or I'll just hit the buy button after we sell them once it gets to 5 points. The two levels are going to be your 39 and 52. Time is it here? Still got 10 minutes to the top of the hour. To the downside, if this area holds, you would have to lose 22 for it to continue lower. Kind of see how we're bouncing off that 22 area right there. It could run this in gap here, left here too. That's another area that we could run this gap. So that's a possibility too. Oh, it looks like we may not get up there. We lost at 22. Well, well. You can see 28 technically held. See how the body never broke that 28 level? Maybe. So, oh, shoot. About to have a new 5-minute candle here in less than a minute. That's kind of scary that that can continue pushing here. So you may get this 40 push. But like I said, I think it wants to hit that gap fill in up here. I feel like even if we do get some drawdown, we'll have these wicks up here to kind of help protect us, I feel. So we got these wicks. We got this little gap. Kind of come back in and just sweep that gap. Mhm. I didn't really pull fib on any of this stuff, so. Where was your short from, Wes? Now, I will take this off at the top of the hour. I really don't want to hold this at the top of the hour. And we're only looking for like a 5-point trade out of this here. This could be going back up here. I don't know. Like I said, we're just looking for 5 points off these 3 contracts. Ugh. Damn. Not a fan of the second push. It looks like it hit the bottom of those bodies of candles. Time is here. I miss this by 2 points, not even 2 points. It gets a little scary whenever that's the second push, guys. So, gonna have to be super cautious with this because we've already. You see how we just barely missed our entry there? Missed us about a point. All right, about to have a new 5-minute candle here. Remember, this one's a little bit more on the riskier side since it's already the second push. All right. 39. Looking just for, see if we can push back to the 34. All right. Oh no. Hit the wrong damn button. Man, we may just get smoked on our profit here. It should come back to at least 41 if it hits 64. Buy, sell, sell. $64 is going to be my line in the sand. I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the chat at the minute, guys. May have to get stopped out here. Don't know if I can get a better entry. I've already oversized like crazy on this thing. I still think we can get a pullback to 44. Yeah, we may just have to close this because it's going to just blow our account. Ah. This is gonna suck because we're right there at the top of the hour. Yeah, I'm trying to give it 75. I don't know what's going on here. It's not letting. Waiting to see if we can get some pullback here. I mean, I know we can get a pullback to say 40, 53, 48. I'm just not sure if we get that pullback to 42 here. All right. So we did get the 42 pullback. I wasn't sure if we would get that or not. Back above 64, we'll just close this out because. All right, now I can see the chat. What's up, Rudy? How are you doing? You're from Cuba? Okay, nice. Good luck on your trading journey. If you can't break 32, we're coming back up. Push it. Show. Yeah, I hope we just continue selling off here. We're at that 32 level. This is the level we have to get to. Get through. I'm sorry. Get through. All right, about to have a new 5-minute candle. Looks like we broke a little 5-minute trend line. Try to zoom in a little bit. At least we got a favorable, nice little 1-hour candle here. So if we get through 17, man, I think we go. I feel like we should push to 762. Let me pull fib on this. Make sure this is not a 50% pullback. I don't think it is. It looks like, yeah, it's almost down to 70. Not quite 50%, but pretty close. I don't I don't quite remember. I remember you last night, but like I said, I don't remember much of the chat. I don't even remember what did it go up all last night? See, I don't even remember what it did last night. I remember we had a sell off for a little bit. Then I think I got off before it started going up. It started getting oh, it's starting to get choppy now. Yeah, if this gets back above say 45 or 40 area, we'll close and just look for a new entry. So today's bullish again to a mm, Guys, we probably won't stream as long tonight. Um, hmm, can't you see? See, I'm curious about this. See how the body did not close inside this body? A lot of times, if you get the body where it closed inside this previous candle, this almost turns into like a little continuous move to the downside. So, see if that's the case here. So, like I said, my line in the sand's about 40 here. This way we can try to hold on to at least 20 points of this last contract we have. Yeah, I know. But see, if you notice the small body on that one closed below the other body, it didn't close inside the body. Yeah, if I feel like it's going to break this, like, if I feel like the body's starting to get above here, like I said, we'll just close this and just lease lock in the last 20 points on the runner. There's the wick above. It just barely poked above it. Ah, shoot. One more set of levels here. All right, this is where if it's going to continue down, it has to get through 39 to 36. If you can't lose 36, it's just going to continue back higher. Push. Like I said, we'd have to start moving back below 36. Oh, see if this holds, it's going back up. Hmm. All right, we're about to have a new 5-minute candle here again. It's finding support at 36. See how it wicked right off 36? All right. Sorry if I'm not seeing the chat, guys. Just trying to watch and see when my levels break because we're closing it off another chart here. It gets through, say, 54, 59. We're probably going to the 90s. Come on, lose 36. Yeah, I don't have an order. Like all my contracts disappeared, so I had to use the close button to close this trade. So should bounce there too. All right, we're just gonna close it. All right. All right, guys, we're trying to just kind of chilling back on our hands. This could just be the start of the move higher here. Let's see what if we pull the fib on this last leg here. This could be the first pullback of many here. I'm still not 100% sold on the longs quite yet. So usually trade M&Q. That's usually what I'm trading to, son. Asia market, few micros. Same here, my friend. Same here. Now I did over leverage like crazy on that short earlier. I'm talking about like I was 16 micros deep. All right, 30 seconds. We're about to have a new 5-minute candle. So We're going to go back up there and retest the 904s. I feel like if we can find an entry, 84 is probably the target we're heading to, is your current mid and your VWAP sitting up there at 84. Wait and see if we can get a pullback to the 50 possibly here. $50 would be ideal for a cheap trade. Here's your 55. Is it just going to bounce right off the 55? I don't know if I like doing it like that. All right. So we only got to risk 5 or 6 points on this. You had the VWAP sitting up at 84, so we didn't want to fight it. So we'll just see if we can grab 10 to 20 points out of this. It's pretty much already a free trade. Oh, give me more than a 75. 75 is always a safe target, guys. That's just me trying to get an even 20 points at 76. 75 can usually bring us back down to the 50s and 60s here. All right, good deal. So as you can see, the 50 held. Then once we broke back above that 55, that was 15 points, actually 20 points, Adam. We got long at 56. Once it crossed back over, we kind of put those blue lines on there so it kind of, you can see what I'm looking for us to retest. So we retest that 50 mark. Then once we pop back above that, basically that 50 EMA on the Rico candles, A lot of times the Rico candles like to run these cloud levels. And so this is the push up to 81. You're probably going to get another pull back down to 61 here. I am risking very little tonight. Like we're just doing 3 micros at a time. So we just pretty much try to mostly scalp. If we can get a good big runner, be awesome. But for most part, we're just trying to scalp. We're already up over $300 on this eval for the night. So we're just trying to hold on to our profit tonight. So yeah, so we're already up 316. So we usually don't do funded accounts in the Asia market. Uh, these aren't really any. These are just lines that are on the chart. It's just me marking out levels. Really the only indicators on my charts, the ones that print out the previous day close, current day open. This is just a line that I mark out pivots because I trade off of pivots. The VWAP I don't really use. That's more or less some guys in the lobbies use the VWAP, so I just leave it on there. Oh. Woo. Do we try to get 5 more points above this? Man, I think it's going to pay 5 more points above 61. Let's see if it does. I couldn't pull the trigger on it though. Just wasn't sure. Don't really have a range going on. So let's see. What's up, Nick? I'm sorry I didn't see your messages over there, man. I've been focusing on the charts there. If I did, I probably did it by mistake. Oh, I get you saying. I did notice the wick there, but I actually took that off the Rico candles. There, that was the Rico levels. It just happened to be on the wick. Oh, we're all about the wick trades. Oh, nice. Oh, you took that same, you took the long off the 50 level for 150? Is that what you're saying you did, Nick? But I wasn't going to grab that the second push, though. I knew that was going to be the second push down, and we didn't want to touch that. Dude, I was anticipating a big sell off, honestly. When the market opened earlier, I was anticipating a big sell off. I wasn't going to attempt it the second time. Those second time trades, I feel like 90, we're going up to 90, 904. If I had to pick a target to the upside, it would be 904. I mean, we can push the limits if you guys. We'll wait on this new candle. Let's see. No wick on that 5-minute candle. All right, let's go on. All right, we're not going to take this in profit, guys, so we'll just let this get stopped out if it comes back down. It's got to get through 80. Where's 61? 57 here. All around night, all day. All right. So pretty much a break-even trade here. Let's see, 61. It's got to get through the 80s. Uh, 84, 80s are probably your safe target. Um, we don't know what's going to happen here at the VWAP in the current mid here. So if you did grab that long, that 80 is your safe target. Below, above 80, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. This is just me kind of pushing it a little bit since it's just an eval. This is the 5-minute time frame. If you're a VWAP trader, if you use the VWAP on a regular basis and you don't have it on your charts, it's at 83. So if I wasn't looking at the VWAP, I would be looking at that we're at the 50% of the total move of the day. And this is usually a reversal spot sometimes. Oh, there's your 50%. Get on through there. Now 903, I am looking for resistance at 903. Yep, 903. So I wouldn't hold past 903. If you were going to take profit, I'd take profit before you got up into the 90s. No, I don't ever use the 1 minute or 2 minute. Basically, what I do in the morning is I take all my trades on the 5 minutes, but I watch mostly like the 15 minutes, the hourly, the 4 hour charts. Well, 4 hour candles for those first hour or two in the morning. But I take all my trades on the 5 minutes. Oh, look at the VWAP. Come on. I knew the VWAP wasn't going to give it up on the first push. She never does. Yeah, give me a minute and I can show you kind of what the charts look like in the morning. So basically what it is, we use opening range in the morning with all the higher time frames. So the purple boxes are your 4 hour candles. These each individually white boxes are your hourly candles. The smaller purple boxes are your 15 minutes. And we trade a lot around the 15 minutes first thing in the morning. And then we're targeting either a 4 hour low, hourly low, or some kind of higher time frame low if we can for targets once we enter. It's called a opening range indicator, and it's just so that you can customize it to your liking. So you can put whatever hour, 1 hour, 5 minutes, just whatever you would like. It's free in the Discord. It's under open range, under indicators in the Discord. Or just like a flat 30 minutes or something. Man, do I just want to I almost just want to take the 87. I'm not gonna lie. I almost just want to take my 10 points. Correct. Yeah, so what it does is in the morning time, whenever the market's just going crazy, it's hard to look at 5, 6 different charts. And this way it allows me to look at higher time frames all on one chart. So it allows you to just focus on your one chart in the morning without looking at your 4 hour chart or looking at an hourly chart or 15-minute chart. It's just everything's there together. I almost should have just took 87. I don't know why I was being a stickler for freaking. I'm just going, man. I think I am. I'm just going to take my 20 points here, guys. I'm not even going to try to get that extra 20 bucks with one freaking micro. Man, I might even close this because that's only an extra $6. Oh, I'm just. All right, we're going to close it. We're just going to take the 17, 18 points. I don't feel like fighting the 90. So I'd rather just get out and take my profit. There's 87. It finally got there. Now that I'm out of it, it's going to go right away. Oh. Oh, you dirty, dirty. Look at this thing being dirty to me, Nick. As soon as I close it, it's going to be like, all right, you're out. Let me go and get up there to that 904. Oh, goodness. You were trying to long. Damn you. I almost want to short the 904 for 5 or 10 points. Oh, shoot. I think you could have got. I think you could have probably got 10 points off that 94. At least 5 or 10 points. Oh shit. Let's see here. Where's it at? Oh yeah, you could have got some off that 903, 904, guys. So in Discord, if you just go to indicators and just stroll up until you see opening range. I can't remember how far it's up here, but it's up here. You just got to stroll. Up there it is. It's called the open range box indicator. Mm. And that thing paid, dude, that thing paid almost 20 points off that 904. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I see that nice little wick there at the 86 level. Now, this thing cannot get back above 904. You know, this thing's going downtown to the bottom, right? Why didn't I short the 904? We had it marked out. Or 903, whatever you want to call it. Look at all the resistance and support through here. I mean, man. Dude. You got 1K drawdown left on the funded. I wouldn't be risking all your drawdown on. I'd just grind that thing back, man. Dude, I've seen it hit this super trend indicator like this and go all the way back down. Like that's usually sometime the pullback for the move all the way back down. I mean, look at this huge trend line though, man. It's a massive 5 minute trend line. Big 5 minute trend line here. Uh, Now, if this thing creates a little order block here, shoot, I'm gonna be long in the shit up, long in that. Can we get a cheap trade off of the VWAP here or no? I don't know. I'd like to see it create a little bull flag if it would, but I don't know if we'll get that or not. Oh, goodness. The safe long is back above 903, guys. Ooh, dude. I was annoyed that we took that loss on my funded account today. Knocked us back down 80 bucks. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing worse than being right, knowing that I can't sit through some of this drawdown, but I know it's going up. Dude, you know, after I got stopped out on my funded today, Nick, that trade went up 100 points, man. I was so annoyed after that happened. uh, yeah, I don't know. We'll wait and see what the price action's like. We probably won't trade the two funded accounts that are very close to payout. One account we're less than $200 on the Lucif account, and then the Bulinox we're only like four. Man, dude, I want to chase this, dude. I want to chase this above this freaking 903 level. I ain't gonna lie. Previous day close should be your next. I feel like the 930 should be your next target up here. I may even try a 5 or 10 point short off that previous day close too. Every trade's been like that this week. I don't know if you noticed that. I've gotten stopped out, then it literally just go up. I'm not sure what red line. I'm not sure about what the red line. Oh, the pink line. Oh, that's the VWAP line. There's some guys who use it, so I don't ever use it, but it's on there. I just leave it on there for the people who are in the lobby that uses the VWAP. There's several people that uses the VWAP. You got the current day close and open sit here stacked on top of each other here at 930 to 936. Now on the opening day close kind of open, you're only really looking for 10 points. 10 to 20 points. Unless this thing pulls back to 900 and retest it, then maybe we'll long off the 900s instead. What's up, Rosin? How are you doing? We're doing pretty good. Pretty good night so far. Trying to see which one gets it first. Because we can either retest the 903s. If you're using Ninja and if you want to long and short at the same time with multiple contracts on both sides, you just have to change it to a different ATM strategy. If you're curious. Hmm. We won't give us a lot of room to the downside. I know it could easily go back down to 96. Let's mark that out here. This thing's, I was hoping for a quicker bounce. All right, free trade. Um, 86 or 96 is your next set of levels down here. And 86. 93 would be my break even spot. So basically what it is, if it hits 93, basically it would just be a wash trade. But I don't want to get too close in case it just kind of wicks down there. Just being stubborn. There's your 96. If it loses 97, it's going to 86. Oh. Now we've already got the first two contracts sold. This is just what's left over from the runner. Like I said, if I left my stop loss at 93 and it stopped me out, it would just be a break even trade. Sorry if I don't see your messages. Give me a minute. Once I'm out of this trade, I'll look at your messages. Kevin, this is a Ninja Trader. What time is it? Shit. Top of the hour. I'm doing nothing, man. Just hanging out. We've been just scalping the Asia market. Like I said, 96 is kind of the line here. 96, you're getting a push down to 86. And we can always do one add-in. How about we just do that? We'll do one add-in. We'll do one add-in since we're over 300 bucks for the night. Whoosh. Ooh. We lose that VWAP, man, have to shut this down. This will be my line in the sand. We'll just have to take the stop out here. Ooh, all right, we're going to lose our profit from that last trade. This will put us right back at 300 bucks for the night. 61 is your next. Is that the oh, dude, that's the top of the hour candle. That's what's going on. Damn it. I try not to hold trades in the top of the hour just because, man, you just get those quick. And this is the 4-hour candle. Here, if it doesn't get back above 84. We're on micros, man. All right, looks like the runner's about to get stopped out. I'm not going to hold this any deeper here. And I'm definitely not going to try to DCA back into it. All right. I still think we go back higher. We should bounce out of this area, though. The good old top of the hour candle. I try not to be in trades at the top of the hour just so that I make sure that, you know, figure out. And this is the 4-hour candle also that's open. So that took us back down to 281. The first thing, that was the first loss of the night. That's the way it usually goes. It seems like most of my losses always come after 10 o'clock. I don't know what it is about 10 o'clock at nighttime. Oh, you're saying don't add. I don't know what it is. I'm still looking for longs. I still think we're long at the moment. Just waiting on the new 5-minute candle to print. $16 seconds left. Nice bounce off these big wicks. Closed above the VWAP. We still need to make another, what, 460 to pass this account here. You made 80 bucks off the 89 wick. Nice. Looks like a fair value gap play. Dude, we lost all of our volume. No volume, guys. No volume. We're still up 281 for the night. How much are you risking per trade? Nick. Five micros. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. 300 bucks. Is that just one account or multiple accounts, Stuart? We had a pretty good trading day. We were only down. We were red on one account, I think $86 today. I will take this bull flag breakout. This thing breaks to the top side here. Yeah, that's what we're trading on is evals. I only trade evals in the Asian market. I don't ever trade funded accounts in the Asian market. I usually try to let everybody know that's watching that we're only trading evals at this night. I don't do fundeds at this time of the night just because I know I take more losses in the Asian market. So, and we don't over leverage either. We're only in these things 3 micros. So I wouldn't even recommend following these trades either if you're over trading. You mean over leveraging your account. Because you got to have room for whatever mistakes that you may have. Like you don't want to lose all your profit on one trade, after you've had 5 or 6 winning trades. Eh. I'm not sure how much we're willing to risk this. I think as long as the VWAP holds, we'll hold this. But if I feel like we're going to lose the VWAP, we'll just close this down. Need to see a bounce here off the 85s area. So basically, I just try to work on my accounts to get them funded. And these are like my cheapest accounts that I trade. So these are like $15 evals. $15, and I have two more $10 evals that we trade through Bulinox at night. So I would never recommend trading expensive accounts either if you can't help it. So I won't trade like my funded future accounts. I did the other night, like idiot, but I won't trade my Lucif accounts. It's Bulinox only. $76 is the line in the sand here for me. It might be our cue to go to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, usually it's always after the what do you want to call it? The 10 o'clock hour, wherever I start getting my little scalping losses from. Yeah, see, it needs to close back above 88. I don't know if it can survive another. It probably won't survive another 76 push here. We're down to 150 at the moment. If we lose 76, we're probably going to 64. Ah, all right, we will look for one more level here. I'm trying to hold off till the next candle. Might go to the lows. Man. Yeah, I'll decide what to do on this next candle. We're about to have a new 5-minute candle and see if we can push back up to the top of the range here and see if we stay in the range. Do we do one more? We can do more add in to try to bring our average down. No, remember I was trying to long off the O3s earlier. This is that runner that we've been in, pretty much, Nick, that we've added to it. We'll probably have to close this because yeah, like I said, remember I was only in one contract. Then we have added into this. Oh no, I thought this was going to be a bull flag breakout. That's what it was. Now I remember. Yeah, this thing's man. We went from being up almost $300 to now back into a break even. I swear, me and my late night trading gets me sometimes. I've over traded tonight. Hmm. I know we have one more push back up. I just don't know how far we're going to push back up. I don't know if we're just going to get the 80 or the 92. But this would be the last bounce before it continues lower. Hmm. So did I add in down here? I can't remember where I added my contracts in. Sell, let's buy one. Wait, no, sell one. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can get out of this. What's up, Mark? How are you doing? Where can we get to? Right now, the max I can see us pulling back up to is probably what 70 to 80. Oh no, I can't do that. That's almost a little too much for my size contracts. We're on a 25K. Hmm, don't know if we'll get 81 or not. 79. Yeah, damn it. We hit that 79 level. Yeah, everything's kind of crossing over here. We got pretty close to DCA and out of this. We just I couldn't get it down past 79. We're in what, 4 micros at the moment. So 57 bounce. Should bounce here at what? 52? I'm only seeing if we can stay in this just because there's a lot of wicks in this area. You made 50 on that short. Nice. So that's a sell, buy. I don't ever use I guess order flow. All right, we should get one more bounce here. Hmm. So buy, sell. All right. Sell. All right, pretty much out of there. Whew. time is it here? Watch this thing push up to 90. You dirty bastard. It's probably gonna get stuck either at the VWAP or the 90. We'll just keep it here. Ugh. Yeah, it was definitely pushing my limits there at the end. Oh goodness. Nice bounce off the VWAP there. Sorry if I missed your messages if you were putting anything in the chat, guys. We were just trying to get out of that trade. I know the VWAP's being relentless at the moment. Second push. I don't usually just take profit on these eval accounts, man. We just let them run. We get you surprised, yeah. I get stopped out so much on these freaking evals when it comes to my runners. It's kind of I just treat it like a kind of a not really all or nothing, but I rather just see if we could get the bigger move. Now, if it's a funded account, I'm completely different with the fundeds because we try to take our profit fairly early on the fundeds. But evals, especially these Bullock evals, uh, it just sucks that I lost a couple $100 on this when we were over 26,000. Now we're back down to 900. No, I want to add a contract if we push up here. But I don't know if we will. I mean, you would almost need us to get back above the 90 here. Uh, yeah, if we can't, yeah, if we cannot get back above the 90, it's coming down. And we hit that 90 89 hard. All right. All right. There's that There's that level. I'll just leave it here. Still got 2 minutes left on this candle. No, Jay, this is the MNQ. I know this thing did me dirty, Nick. Oh shoot, I was trapped in there for a minute. I'm just glad we didn't over leverage and was able to get out of that thing for most part. Now I will take that short off that previous day close up there. It still hasn't broke that previous high. I mean, you really can't say we're long until it breaks 902 here. Yeah, that would suck to short this, and this thing's already back up 50 points. If you got short down there around the 50s. Good thing about nighttime, if you can survive some of these pullbacks, we pretty much, that's a good thing about nighttime, man. We can always kind of go back and forth. Arkansas. Northwest Arkansas market. Oh, you're in Ohio? Oh, let's see. You're in Florida. Okay. I've never really been to, I think I've only been through India. I've never actually visited India. We need to bounce off the 90 level here. or another retest of that VWAP at 85. Are you longing off the VWAP there, Nick? Are you already long, or are you longing off the wick, the 84, 85 wick? Excuse me. Uh, yeah, before I moved to Arkansas, I almost moved to Florida. That was 20 something years ago, though. That would have been in like 2002 or 2001. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Oh, you got long off the 90? Boom. Oh, okay. You moved there in the 2000s. Yeah, I've been pretty much living in the same area since 2003. Now my town is overpopulated. Too many people are moving here. Stop coming here, people. Stop coming. Ugh. People out west won't stop coming here. They can't help it. Everybody comes here for work. You want to move to Colorado? Yeah, this area where I live is super nice. The only thing is, uh, I've come across a few folks from Minnesota here. Why did it take? Why did it do that? Oh wait, never mind. That was my final target. What was I talking about? We're gonna risk the profits on here. Yeah, the only reason why we have so many people have moved to our town is if you think about every single piece of product that Walmart, think of everything that Walmart sells, like every single little item. Every single item in Walmart has to have someone to represent that product that lives here. So Walmart made every company send like some type of management here or executive has to live here in case Walmart needs them. So that's why we have so many people living here. What happened this morning? I'm not really sure. We did have a little bit of news this morning. I don't know. I'm just taking a mechanical trade off the previous day close. I was fortunate enough to get out of this trade, let me tell you, because I thought it was going to be bad if we lost the 50s, but the 50s held. So we still lost a little bit of profit on that one, trying to get out of it, but we're back up at least 150. If we can get this mechanical trade here off of the 30s at the previous day close, just getting 5 points, it should push us back over 250. You're thinking about going back to options? Mm. Yeah, you definitely have to give your room for error when trading, anything, man. That's why I don't ever recommend, if you're going to go in heavy and over leverage, it has to be like a straight mechanical trade or size appropriate with the account. But see, I'm trading small 25K accounts. Mostly every account I trade to 25K. And so like for instance, this mini trade up here we're looking for, this is a straight mechanical trade. If it gets above 36, we will have to close. Nick, have you ever looked up the Walmart City? Yeah, Walmart built a city. They spent like $50 billion on it. They built a city within a city. It's insane. Come on. I was hoping this thing would push up there. Your brain hates seeing one contract of. I usually do three contracts for most part on my trades. Tristan, early in the morning, and I'm also using micros. This way, you can kind of add in or take out or something. Unless it's a mechanical trade. Yes. The minis discourage you. Oh, goodness. Yeah, almost 400 acres. So that's pretty much where I live. I probably live about a half a mile from there. No, nobody's swimming there. I think that's just a lake for looks. Oh, do we give it? I don't know how many tries we give this because if it breaks through this real fast, we got to close it. Damn it. I don't want to. Uh, we ain't asking for much here. If I feel like it's going to go through, we'll close it. Okay. Woo. Butter. Usually pays a nice 10 points during the daytime, guys. I'm not going to lie. 10 points, it's almost like guaranteed almost every time. Previous day close. Okay. All right. Yeah, that would be the close from yesterday or today, I guess. The 5 o'clock close. That would be your 5 o'clock candle close. And the current day open at 36. It's probably about a 60 to 70% win rate, uh, Tristan. It works better after 10 o'clock during the daytime. So if you come back to this level tomorrow, after 10 o'clock, but you don't get it every day. I've seen it almost win 20 straight trades in a row. Me and Methodical Man used to take it every single day. And you would just look for 10 points, maybe a runner, but most time just 10 points. I only did 5 points. So I went in with one mini, looked for 5 points. So made like a quick $90 off of that one. Let's see what happens at the previous day open. It may pop up there, hit this previous day open and pull back. Oh, nope. This thing's like, nope. Man, this thing just rocket ship through that thing. Probably won't take any more trades. I feel fortunate enough to get our profit back. Man, this thing's already up 100 points since we were in this on that last trade. I don't really have a. In the morning, we're just like I said, we're just trading around a higher time frame. So I know it's a little bit different every day. There's really no one particular setup. We're just kind of trading off price action in the morning and seeing what volume is. So a lot of times we're catching most of the time like our quicker moves in the morning. So I want to say this morning I did get stopped out on one of these pullbacks. I don't remember which one it was. Oh, I remember my other funded account, man. I thought once we broke this ledge up here, we had this one more pullback, dude. I closed that trade, and as soon as I did, dude, we just rocket shipped freaking 200 points. I was so annoyed after that. This morning's trade here, this is a setup that I look for a lot too whenever we get this big bullish or bearish with a nice little short 5-minute candle right next to it. And so this was our long this morning. I think we took it for about 50 points this morning. I don't remember. And we trade off pivots a lot. I know, man. That thing trapped folks in, Nick, and just ripped 100 points, man. 100 points since that pullback off of not what 850. I'm just glad I didn't over leverage, so I was able to stay in that trade. But like I said, I don't think I'm gonna take any more trades tonight. I feel fortunate enough just to get back in the green. Like I said, we're just trading eval trades. Uh, I'm not sure what funded accounts we'll do tomorrow. We probably definitely won't trade the one funded account, this one here. We only need about $400 to get this one back to payout. That one had a rough May. I'm not gonna lie. We had a rough May with that one, but it's still surviving. This is probably one of my oldest funded accounts. I've had this one since November. And if we can get that one to pay out, it'll be the third payout just on that account. This one I've been struggling. It seems like, man, every time I get to 27,000s, it's like I just run into a roadblock. I don't know what it is, but this is what happens. Then I got the one elusive account that's fairly close to another $500 payout that I need a little under $200. I've already got my 100 trading days. We just got to get it over the buffer there. Man, is this thing just, like I said, I'm not going to jump back in this thing. Yeah, so we'll probably stay away from the Bewley fundeds and the Lusa fundeds tonight. Yeah, you too, man. Thanks for hanging out. 2.0. Let's go back and take a look at that May. We had a decent June on this account. So my last the last time I got the hammer dropped on myself was that 366, and that wasn't even my fault. That was Papa Trump's fault there. It was one of those mornings we had war news, and my stop loss had 30 points of slippage that day. That was my last big loss, because most of the times my losses are around that $100. As you can see, all my losses, I have a very strict fixed loss on my accounts. After that, we had a decent June. We were able to get this account back up to close to getting payout. But man, that right there really irritated me when that happened. The one of those war news, whenever we were like, we're winning or are we losing, we stopped or whatever. It seemed like every day it was like something different with the war news. I swear. But that one hurt. You can see this account goes all the way back to December 4th. I know that one got me, Nick. uh, there's nothing I can do about it either. It was a straight 30 points of slippage for almost $400 loss. So I was on a crazy win streak with that with the pivots. Dude, I love trading off pivots, man. Those pivots on the Fibonacci. Shoot. Let's see if we get a pullback off of 53. Oh, 1,000 points down. 1,000 points up. Yeah. You too, Wes. Have a good night. Yeah, what is the VIX? See, what VIX is around 16, so all right, guys. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out tonight. Sorry if you got caught in that little drawdown play with me. If you don't over leverage in the Asia market, sometimes you can get out of those trades. So I want to say that was really my only kind of bad trade we got stuck in tonight. Everything else worked out pretty good, but that one trade here, and the reason why I took that trade is I thought it was going to be a 3 candle breakout, and that's kind of what got me. See how we had the 3 candle pullbacks with this big wick on the bottom? Man, I thought that once this candle broke this candle here, I thought we would get another push up to highs up here. But almost the same thing here. 3 candle pullback on the 5 minutes. See, this one freaking popped and went up a freaking 100 points. You probably, I mean, I know I didn't say that you probably could have got 10 points there, but possibly 10 points off that 53 level. There's a order block sitting there. It's a 5-minute OB sitting there. I wasn't going to take it. I put that line there and I didn't really say what it was, but that's what it was. There's a 5-minute OB. And that was the bottom of it at 53.54. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Everyone have a wonderful evening. And we will see you in the New York session. Nick, remember, I got an account that I need to for you to do your call out trades with, one of those $10 Bulinox accounts. You just have to call them out before, so I know to put it there. So I have one of those $10 Bully accounts. That's what I was trying to say in the Discord. I've taken one trade on it, but I only have 64 bucks on it, so I don't really have anything on it. I just happened to pick up two more of those little Bulinox accounts that when they were on sale for $10. It was hard not to pick those up and try to get some more fundeds in reserve. So, because I'm still trying to get 10 funded accounts with them. Unfortunately, I'm back to only having 2 fundeds with Luciv since we lost that one the other day. What's up, Constantine? All right, guys, we will see you guys tomorrow. You guys will see me tomorrow. Thank you.